Hi Capricorn, how are you guys? Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome to your current status of your love life tarot reading. Welcome back. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. This is your love reading. This is your current status right now of your love life. What can you expect? What's going on in your love life right now? Okay, so let's have a look at what the current status of your love life is right now, Capricorn. Now you guys are making a decision about something right now. A decision is on the board and even a conversation is being had or made, and this is a decision about deception, about succumbing to jealousy, succumbing to the haters, succumbing to negativity, succumbing to believing that your shit won't work out. You know, the niggas who are working against you are gonna win and stuff like that. That's the thing that you're finally making up your mind about and you're discussing it. I feel like you have a lot of haters around you in your love life. You got a couple people hating on you, and there's a couple people who they don't want you to have it, right? I feel like you guys are really gonna like get back in the lane. Some of you guys, you practice envy and jealousy, and you got some destitution in your life. Now, those of you guys that are really pure, you just turned around and realized that you have too much in your life to be grateful for, to be jealous. Others of you guys, you had some destitution take place. You lost somebody in your family, perhaps a little baby, a little baby water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And this grounded you down and made you realize that you got a lot to live for. So settle down, okay? But ultimately, you guys were dealing with a heavy amount of envy and jealousy. You had a lot of haters, okay? There was a lot of people around you that didn't want you to have it, and that's a fact, okay? I guess we might could ring the bell. But you guys, why are you guys making up your mind and making a decision about this? I feel like some of you guys are dating somebody who's jealous of you as well. You guys just know your worth, okay? You guys have also stepped into your fertility, your abundance. You see your beauty, you see your spiritualness as well. You guys had to surrender to like come to Jesus moment, a spiritual expansion, a perspective expansion, a perspective shift, some sort of difficult experience you had in your life, something that you didn't want to go through, that it was a blessing, and it actually helped you to see how valuable, how worthy you are. You've stepped into more abundance in every way as a result. Now this is making you just stay in your lane and stop being a hater. Some of you guys are jealous of a young water sign in your family. And you got some destitution because you were jealous of her, right? Some of you guys, you already went through this and you learned a harsh lesson. You're understanding why you had something, a tumor in your throat, a lump in your breast. Some of you guys, you experienced that, and it's because you had some hateration for a young water sign in your life. Could be a baby sister, baby bro, um, somebody who's angelic, but they might they might do you crazy. If you do them crazy, or you're thinking crazy shit about them, they fuck with you crazy, and that's just it. This person's very angelic. They're very pure. All right. A lot of you guys, you have a baby, and this baby is experiencing a lot of jealousy, bullying, stuff like that. A lot of people are working against your baby, right? They're invalidating your baby. They're invalidating, you know, a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that's very pure and someone that you really love. They're invalidating this person and they're bringing this person a lack of victory. A lot of you guys are just staying in your lane and you're going to stop. You know, if you're a hater, you're going to stop being a hater. If you're dealing with haters, they're getting back in their lane, but you're also realizing how, you know, you whatever you was focused on, it might have been making you angry, especially when it comes to love. Your focus was on negative things, and now something that you really love, no matter what, is at risk. And so you're going to switch it up and start to focus on, you know, this person here that you love, and this is actually bringing you back to focus. Like this, just seeing somebody go through something difficult because people are jealous of them is making you want to take a look at your jealousy and realize what your jealousy does in the world. Okay, so in the recent past, let's have a look at the recent past, the current status of your love life. You guys were dealing with narcissistic abuse, but you overcame it. A lot of you guys saw a new chance at love, an offer of love that was being given to you by the universe, which is a guilt, a heavy burden, a burden that somebody was carrying, something stressful that somebody was dealing with, you or them. Some way that you were being so hard on yourself emotionally, perhaps even a water sign woman, she's dealing with some destitution, and a lot of you guys got some emotional protection from this woman, right? This Scorpio, there's a Scorpio around you, she's very judgmental. She's very judgmental, but she's doing good today. She's doing good right now. I feel like something happened to her. She got some good news. She had a good change. She took action. She made changes. Okay, there's a water sign. There's an air sign energy showing up here. Yeah, she made some changes. I feel like she might have taken action away from this narcissistic fire sign man. Right? She took action away. She might have pulled off. She decided to take some action very swift. She probably said some shit to this nigga too. And now she's realizing that she was, you know, she's kind of toxic. She's not trash, you know what I'm saying? she's kind of toxic, okay? This person was overburdening you and making you feel terrible emotionally, all right? And you guys were just not feeling good enough about yourself. That's just period, okay? Because you guys were just like, these are things that you're supposed to release. These are the things that is the reason why you ended up on a bad cycle to begin with. This is what you think about yourself and about the world and about love that puts you in a bad cycle, or a cycle that you didn't want to be in to begin with, okay? So now you can let this go because you got some emotional protection from this person. Because this person, they might have told you some crazy shit about that's going on in their life. Woo! And you might be feeling a little bit crazy. This water sign woman, she told you some crazy shit. I mean, she got a diagnosis. I don't know. But this person is dealing with something very heavy, and it brings them a lot of shame. It's also asking them to conclude a cycle and to realize that they need to be on their divine life's path, that how much they're not. This water sign woman, she's realizing she's not on her divine life path at all, right? And that's why she brought about so much judgment and toxicity. And she just toxicity, the toxicity of our city. Like that was that lady. She was just going around like she was toxic, right? And she got a diagnosis, and it you know, whatever it is, it's teaching her a lesson. But this brought you emotional protection because this person projected a lot of the stuff that they should have been dealing with. They projected it onto you and they stopped you. Okay? They brought you nothing but blocks. They blocked your ships from coming in because they're a fucking hater. Okay? Somebody had some devastation take place. I also feel like somebody even died, Capricorn. Final Destination, the coffin readings and stuff. So you guys, somebody even died. You know, this person, they were bothering you. They were making you feel terrible about yourself. This person was also just, they were supposed to be dealing with that stuff. They were putting it on you. So why did you guys get this emotional protection? Because you saw your worth. A lot of you guys healed. A wish came true for you. And this was a wish come true about your worth, your health, your vitality, you know, your growth, your ancestry, your family, your value. It feels like your family, your value, and your worth, okay? But why did this heal you? I don't understand. Why did this heal you? Some of you guys, you might have had a wish around an earth sign woman where you wanted her to ascend. There was an earth sign woman who's trapped. There's an earth sign woman nearby, this water sign, who's trapped. She's trapped. She's trapped. Okay? She can't ascend. She doesn't want to be as trash as this lady's making her be. She doesn't want to be that trash. I feel like you see that, you recognize it. You're going to get some recognition about this. Okay? But this person, it was fated. And I also feel like, you know, everything's moving along now. So tell me more about this emotional protection you got. You guys just realized that this person is not really in touch with themselves. You also disconnected from emotionally connecting with this person and sharing things of intimate nature and details with this person. Okay? And you guys also realized how when you got something that you didn't deserve, right? why you was dealing with that type of person, okay? And why you got it. And you also realize why you was dealing with a Sagittarius man or woman who was a dirty slut or a trash bag or mad negative, toxic, narcissistic. You got the upper ground from narcissistic abuse, because some narcissists around you, or a group of narcissists, a bunch of different types of narcissists in different areas of your life, they are individually all getting their diagnoses. They are all individually getting their, you know, they're all getting their judgments, their bills of health, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, the bill after dinner and stuff like that, and their credit card limit, they maxed out that credit card, they can't afford it, you know what I'm saying? And they were shaming you for that, but they were the only person who needed to deal with that shame, and they needed to come out of that situation, and they were trying to drag you up into that, and then they got destitution. So a lot of you guys, you know, you might be feeling like you have a lack of confidence or a lack of victory, but you're just staying in your lane and realizing that that's just jealousy, okay? You're not going to get a lack of victory. You're just dealing with jealous bitches. Every time you feel like, I'm not sure if I can make it, it's just jealous bitches around you. That's all. It doesn't matter if they're dressed up and, you know, they do their makeup and they're short in Spanish, right? They're short Spanish and Jewish and a hater, right? It doesn't matter if they're, you know, white from Long Island in a trash bag, or they're from Brooklyn and a piece of garbage, or, you know, they're from fucking Florida and trash as well. They're trash, okay? They're just jealous of you. And every time you feel like you're not making it, or you're afraid that you won't make it, you just got a lot of haters. That's it. Every time you feel like, I don't know if I'm going to make it, you got so many haters, honey. There's so many people that don't want you to have it or don't think you deserve to have it. There's so many fucking haters around you every time, okay? And you're realizing that and making up your mind, because it's like a lot of you guys, you might be seeing somebody's worth and value today. You might be seeing somebody as valid and loving and sweet, but it's like this person might not always show up that way. If you're trash, this person shows up as complete trash. Okay. And you might have the hardest time accepting this about this dynamic with this person. You have the hardest time accepting this, but you just need to accept this, okay? Because it's thwarting you from working on your creative endeavors. Some of you guys, you was playing games with a creative woman that overcame jealousy no matter what, and you got destitution. I'm seeing here in the distant past, you was two-faced as fuck, and you was also dealing with two-faced motherfuckers, all right? And you had to go through an experience to understand, to see somebody for the right in their right. You had to go through a transformation and surrender to what was, because you guys went through something that was out of your control. You were like, huh? And you just had to, and this made you realize how just the way that you was thwarting them, that was the way that you was being thwarted. The way that you was thwarting them, that was the way that you was being thwarted. I promise. Okay. So in the distant past, I promise, honey. So in the distant past, you guys were dealing with two-faced motherfuckers. All right, so let's have a look at these two-faced bitches. These are motherfuckers that come in for a good time. I feel like you had a new beginning with a two-faced motherfucker. All right, tell me more about this. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius woman. She's two-faced, right? Who knows? All right, it was also a Leo as well. This is a two-faced Leo. Some of you guys, you was just dealing with somebody that's mad weak. This might be somebody who come in, oh, I want a new beginning with passion, but they're mad controlling, they're narcissistic, they're toxic. Oh, I love you. And they might really love you, but these people, they don't know how to express their love. They're dealing with so much contrast inside of themselves. They don't fucking know, right? And some of you guys, you was dealing with this as well. A lot of you guys, that's what was blocking they were blocking your wish come true because you were dealing with them and you couldn't understand how you was taking it on, okay? This is so strange because this is like you guys might have been two-faced but not known it. And it's because you had to see other people around you just how two-faced they really were to realize in the slight ways that maybe how you were dealing with them was two-faced, because you might have felt a certain way, but you acted different, okay? You might have felt a certain way inside, but you acted different, right? And that's why you created this dynamic with these people, and that's where you're weak at, because you feel like you can't trust yourself. Like, even if you feel like you want to go apeshit at him, and that's how you really, really feel, you don't do it, or you want to pull off, and that's how you feel because you're feeling a feeling. You don't listen to it, okay? And that's why you come up two-faced, okay? And you guys also come up two-faced because you guys want a new beginning and passion, but you're too afraid. You guys are also coming up two-faced because you trust your intuition and you work towards things, okay? But then at the end, on the other end of the spectrum, it's like there's a lack of strength. There's a lack of, there's a bad habit you guys have, okay? And you guys had. That's what that was. It was a really bad habit, possibly around friendship, happiness, being happy, seeing the world for yourself and deciding to just embrace, your own truth, as well as being okay with other people's truth as well, so long as it's their truth. A lot of you guys, you was born into this world with a trigger wound. Some of you guys, it was racism. Some of you guys, it was a disease, a virus or something like that, right? You were born with it or you got it a long time ago, and you guys needed to deal with the shame of that instead of projecting it onto everybody else or acting like that didn't happen to you, okay? Because then you just got around other fake ass bitches and your shit didn't get any better. It got worse, right? So you guys, that's what it was. It was crazy. So why was this? Because this is like, you was dealing with two-faced folks. You was two-faced. You was being two-faced. Other niggas, they were dealing with two-faced folks. It's all this it was all over the place, right? So you were dealing with this because this is what was blocking you from having happiness. This was enlightenment. You were getting enlightenment and not accepting it, okay? You manifested a new beginning. As a result of dealing with whatever this is, you got a new beginning in your life, but you didn't accept it, okay? And you weren't accepting it because you weren't moving on. You guys were possibly holding on, being upset, being angry, being frustrated. You were being held back by people who weren't letting go. You were being held back because you weren't taking action. Some of you guys, it was like you should have taken action. You should have pulled off or sent out messages and stuff like that, but you weren't sending it. Some of you guys, you block certain folks and stuff like that, right? And so because you blocked them, you couldn't get the truth. You was just out here, feeling crazy. Some of you guys, you was being blocked from the truth by an earth sign woman, right? A young earth sign. She was blocking you from the truth. All right. Tell me more about this this lack of truth and this inability to get clear on your own emotional truth. It's like somebody was projecting their frustration onto you in the distant past. Perhaps an air sign woman. She was putting her contrast onto you. This is an air sign woman. She does not introspect. Okay, she's psychotic. This is an air sign woman that's a sociopath. She does not introspect. This is a woman who possibly she already died, or she died, or she's getting ready to die, okay? And you know this, all right? And this is also bringing you peace of mind. This is probably another person that is going through judgment that is making you feel better, okay? This is another person who's going through judgment that they're making you feel like, okay, good, because of what's going through, what's happening to them. Possibly this person, or whatever the situation is here, this person is becoming grounded because of what they went through. All right, but you guys, ultimately right now, you're staying in your lane. I feel like that's so important for you to stay. You need to stay in your lane, Capricorn, for your love life, and you know this. You don't have to worry. I just know that you feel like you need to just stay in your lane. Whatever is outside of your lane that you created, it might block you in some way from achieving your goals. So your conscious thoughts and our desires over from now to the next time we talk is you're getting your power back, and you're embracing your power to do things, okay? A lot of you guys are uncovering what your worries are, and you guys are also some of you guys are realizing that you project your worries onto others, okay? Some of you guys are also coming out of the bind of dealing with people who project their worries onto you. And the ones who you want to hold on to, they're going to actually get better at not projecting their worries onto you, okay? The ones who you want to hold on to are getting better at not projecting their worries onto you either, okay? And you're also dealing with people who they project their worries onto you, but you are coming out of that, Capricorn. You're stepping into your power, okay? And you're dealing with your worries now. Some of you guys, it's like you don't deal with them. You know, it's not like you need to do anything with them, but it's like it instead of realizing that that's just a worry, you turn around to somebody else and you're like, oh, you should be worried about that, but that's just something that you're concerned about. That's just something that would stop you. Only you wouldn't speak the way you want to speak. Only you wouldn't say exactly what's on your mind, but other people do, and other people have things because they say what's on their mind. That's why they have certain things that you don't have, okay? So a lot of you guys are coming out of a bad habit because however you project your fears, mommy, it's been blocking you. So let's have a look at why you guys are stepping into your power with this devil energy. It's because something you invested into is failing, okay? And it's failing because something is blocking it. There's a big block, okay? Something is just preventing it from moving on. Something is preventing things from moving on. Something is causing delays as well. Ooh. And what's causing delays? Somebody is working behind the scenes. Somebody is thwarting you from behind the scenes, okay? So you have to really deal with this fear, because however you project this fear, that's how this other person is able to work behind the scenes on you, honey, okay? So you guys, you're stepping into your power and realizing you're the creator of your own fucking reality. Period. Point blank. Enough is enough. You create your own fucking reality. Period. All right. So now we're going to move on to the oracle cards. I'm just going to get settled and pick a deck and go from there. I want to use this deck, even though it's not exactly a love deck. So I'm going to switch to another love deck. Okay. So what is the oracle energy want to put forth for Capricorns in the current status of their love life? Okay, coming away from a negative person. All right, you guys are having trouble trusting in the unknown when it comes to like that pull of the unknown, that pull of desire, that call of the wild. You don't answer it, you don't understand it, you fear it as well. You're afraid of it. Okay? And you're afraid of it because you guys are not trusting in your third eye. You guys have a bad imagination, or you had a bad experience that has messed with your ability to see the world in a brighter place. You might have dealt with the air sign woman so crazy. When you deal with air sign women crazy, your mind's eye gets fucked up, okay? That's why you should respect everybody, no matter what their sign is, no matter who they are, no matter what they look like. Respect them, because some of you guys, you dealt with the air sign lady insane, and whoever is like their ancestors or their deities or stuff like that, it's like in some way this person is very connected to this, and so it's like you can't move forward until you realize how the way that you dealt with them crazy was you dealing with yourself crazy, honey. And you guys might have got some crazy destitution because you dealt with the air sign crazy, and she deals with niggas right back insane in the same way. And or maybe even worse, this lady deals with niggas worse right back. And so you might have had something that happened and it was extremely difficult, and so you're having trouble regaining equilibrium and recalibrating yourself and stuff. Like some of you guys lost a lot of money and stuff like that behind this air sign. Now, I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. I just laugh. I'm messy like that, but I'm not really aggressive. I'm just kind of getting over being angry at you guys a little bit. I'm honest, like I kind of got upset about comments from last week. I kind of hurt my feelings. It's okay. I know I should take better care of myself. So I'm just taking better care of myself and understanding how I overstepped. So thanks for, I guess, showing me that. That situation really showed me that. So thanks. You don't have to say sorry, but I kind of like have a hard time letting go of grudges sometimes. So it doesn't matter if it's different people. Just because it's the sign, I'm gonna have a hard time moving on from that. So just give me a couple more weeks. I'll get over it. Every sign, even Taurus used to deal with that for me. Every sign kind of goes through that. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. If you attack me, I'm just not gonna be that nice to you. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Um, but ultimately, there's an air sign woman in your life you dealt with crazy, and you dealt with her crazy because you don't have a fucking imagination, and this person does. So they just fuck with your head, or this, the universe, spirit. You are, or even if nobody is stepping in and doing anything spiritually, where there's too much moon energy here for there to be nothing happening ethereally and spiritually get real. But this person, clearly they're mentally a goddess in some way. Their mind is goddess like. Their goddesshood resides in their mind. And if you insult somebody's mind like this, who's this way, your mind is going to be all fucked up. Your mental illness is going to come up for you to deal with. And if you're deceitful or you're envious, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a devastating experience so you can face yourself. I don't fucking care. Like, I hate jealous women. I don't fucking care. Okay? I don't fucking care. It's disgusting. Just admit you're jealous. It's so childish. Just fucking admit it. Okay? A lot of you guys, you might feel a call of the unknown to admit that you're fucking jealous. You have a bad fucking habit. I'm not admitting that you're jealous. I fucking hate big jealous bitches because that's why you're so big and fat. You can't lose the weight. That's why, that other girl is big, and she's a Taurus, right? So she's big and thick, but her hips, or it sits in her hips and in her titties. It sits in the right places. She looks beautiful, because she's an empress. She might be big, but it looks beautiful being big. She's the kind of bodacious woman that a lot of people, actually even skinny women, they want to get thick to look like her, right? But you're the type of bitch that's mad big and fat, and you got rolls and stuff, and it doesn't look good because you're a jealous bitch. And instead of admitting that you're just jealous, you're gonna stay that fat, okay? Or stay that miserable, stay that unhappy. I don't fucking care. I hate when bitches come at me crazy because they're jealous of me. I can't get over that easy. It's hard for me to. So that's why a lot of niggas get destitution, and then it's hard for them to move on too. You're not gonna put somebody through something, and because you're jealous of them, because I want to know what the reason was. I want to know the spiritual reason. I want to grow from this. So if you're attacking me, and if you're coming at me crazy and you're 100% valid, I won't even say anything about how you said shit to me because you're valid and you're helping me raise up my vibration. So how dare I even respond back or say anything rude? But if you're saying shit to me just because you're jealous, there's nothing I can get from this except for realizing that the world is a terrible place. So I fucking hate you and I want to hurt you, okay? And that's just how I work. I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry, okay? All right. So moving on, a lot of you guys are experiencing adjacent possibilities. The world around you is broadening, okay? You are realizing that there's so many different ways to get something that you really want. And what it is like a lot of you guys are blocking out love, okay? A lot of you guys are blocking out love. You might be looking for love in a place that's loveless, all right? But your finances are increasing, even though you're blocking out love or you're failing to understand and believe that you really deserve love, your finances are increasing. You're coming out of financial constraints. Because you're coming out of financial constraints, but you're blocking out love, the adjacent possibility is as you raise up and as you acquire more financially and get more career-wise and grow in your career and all that stuff, you're going to understand what the angel of love has been trying to come across to you through what you're focused on and through what's actually growing in your life, and possibly even through working in a new place that or even feeling better about work. So making more money is just going to take off a burden from your back, or it's going to show you a burden you didn't know you were carrying. It's going to alleviate a burden you didn't know you had on your back. And this is going to allow for the angel of love to come into your life. There's so many different ways, especially when you're jealous and bitter and won't admit it. Jesus. To somebody who is an air sign, this is somebody who is in their head all the time. This is somebody who probably always says the fucking truth. They probably always say what's on their mind. You can't fuck with niggas like that and not lose shit that you really love. I don't fucking care. That's really hurtful. And you're just jealous and it's disgusting, okay? So that's just it. But ultimately, even if you're a jealous ass bitch, which most of you guys, you're not jealous ass bitches. You just might have a little bit of envy towards something or for something that you really want, but you're so jealous you don't even know. You don't even know how you feel. A lot of you guys don't even know how you fucking feel. All right. So you don't take the time out to sit down and sit still. You're too busy being out of breath defending the fact that you're jealous, but you're fucking jealous and fat, and it's obvious. All right. So you guys, there's another way that, because it's frustrating talking to bitches who can't admit that they're wrong. So then what are we doing here? If I'm telling you that this is what I'm seeing and you're arguing back with me, this is so fucking stupid. But that's why you can't even afford a reading with me anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter to me. And you can sit there in front, oh yeah, well you're not, no honey, you just can't afford it. People rush through talking about, when I get my check next week, da-da-da. That's what they be telling. So I know you just can't afford it, honey. Settle down. That's why you can't afford a reading, because you have such an attitude and you're so fucking jealous. It's so fucking annoying talking to bitches like you. I didn't fucking raise you, but if I raised you, I would kick your ass. I would kick that jealousy out of your fucking ass. I would starve you too. So you could lose weight and look in the mirror and see a pretty girl and realize you're not ugly. You just are around a bunch of jealous ass bitches and they're making you jealous. Can't you see? Fucking blind ass bitch. That's why you have to put in eye drops in your eyes. Every day you have to put your eye drops in because you're so blinded by the jealous. I'm blind. Doo-doon, 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 doo-doon. That's you, jealous, blind and jealous. So why are these adjacent possibilities opening up for you? Because you guys are not going on your journey. Oh God. And the reason why is because you're too hostile. A lot of you guys are dealing with a lot of hostility. A lot of you guys, when you're jealous, you go to your jealous friend and then she helps you continue to be more jealous, and she's just jealous of you too. So you're dealing with a lot of hostility. You don't even know. It's not even knowing it. Some of you guys have a lot of hostility as well for the world outside of you. And so you're not journeying. And so you're getting a lack of justice. Good. As long as your life, your reality is fucked up. I don't really care. Don't come into mine. A lot of you guys can't even get into mine anymore, right? So that's just what it is, okay? So you're dealing with this. You're opening up your possibilities and understanding the reason why you don't have love in your life, or the reason why love seems blocked to you, is because, you're jealous, right? And because you're too bitter to open up your heart and realize that you deserve love. And the bitches you're jealous of, they just accept that they deserve love. And that's why they have it, period. And you just can't accept it because you're blind. The jealousy is stopping you. All right. But ultimately, you guys are getting adjacent possibilities because your financial constraints are opening up. So you're going to start to have more money, and you're going to link up with different sorts of men or women that are on a higher vibration, and they're going to explain to you the same way that I'm explaining it to you. They might not tell you all the whole truth. Maybe when you guys make more money, you'll understand what I'm saying. A lot of you guys are just too poor and hungry to understand what I'm saying. Okay. I ate today. So, I understand that when you're hungry, sometimes I do readings hungry, and I be getting ya. I be like, they're just hungry and starving and having a hard time, and they're starving for love. They're trying to, use their root chakra to get to advance their heart chakra. They're so confused and unaligned and misaligned. All they need is eggs and some milk and stuff like that in the morning. And a waffle or something like that, and then they'll be all right. And a piece of tangerine or orange or something like that, and then they'll ground down. But y'all niggas don't do that. You're just jealous. But when you eat something, you realize what I'm saying. I don't really fucking care. Anyways, I'm gonna get some love oracle cards because I just feel the animosity. I feel the defensiveness coming towards me. I don't really give a shit, right? My thing is just like, if you just keep on, if I feel like continuing going at you, I'm gonna keep on going at you. Okay? You can sit there and defend yourself all you want. I don't fucking care. I used to defend myself against bitches on the bus and sit there and study for my AP Spanish exam. As I'm arguing with a bitch in English, I'm studying for AP Spanish. So I could do this all day long. All right, so let's get a message from the Lover's Oracle, True Love. What does a True Love Oracle have to say? It's reversed. You saw how it came out just reversed. That's what happens when you're jealous, right? The garden, you're not seeing, it's a whole big garden, mommy. Mommy, it's a big garden outside. It's a big garden. Even for the big bitch in the red, right? In the other video. It's a big garden, mommy. We don't have to, but that's why you don't have to be in my garden picking my petunias. It's a big garden, and you got a big garden. You're so big. Don't you see the big garden that's on you, right? Don't you see your big garden, honey? Okay? You're so big, right? So, look at yourself. It's a big garden. You're not taking care of it. And there's a whole world out there. There's so many different ways that you can receive love. The world is a big place. Expand your horizons. And you're also not accepting that love is real and it exists. A lot of you guys are suppressing love as an energy. So you're not receiving it and stuff like that. All right. So you guys, the flowers want to come through and talk to you guys really quick before you go. So from now to the next time we talk, current status of Capricorn's love life from the botanicals, from the flowers, let me know. Okay, dangerous pleasure. You guys got tuberose, dangerous pleasure. Okay. Beautiful flower. The quote, It's from Frederick Nietzsche. I'm not sure what ethnicity that is. So the secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. Okay? Live dangerously. Did you hear that? So you guys are going to be living dangerously from now to the next time we talk again. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye. Much love to you all.